Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to take a little bit to talk about these Xing motors by iFlight. What you're seeing here, I had about 5 packs in front of this pack. I don't know about you guys, but when I first maiden a new quad, or when I'm first out with it, she really has to earn my trust. Like, we're getting to know each other. We are not on close terms. Like, there's a process, right? Now, I can't speak for everybody. I'm sure there's people that just go out there, balls to the wall, and start slinging. I can't bring myself to do that. I just don't have enough trust. But after a few packs, the first one was really boring. It was really me flying back and forth across a field, just kind of listening to the motors. And I'll tell you, the first thing that threw me off, I have a set of actually I have a few sets of 2600 kV motors. The motors that I bought are 2750, okay, so there's not a ton of difference there. Now, using Betaflight defaults, my quads have always flown great right out of the box. Need maybe some, minor tweaking. Raising a P's a little bit, lowering a D's on roll. Just something minor, though. But as I'm sure you can hear at times, and this is after packs where I'm trying to figure out exactly where the tune is on this thing, I still have this trilling going on, especially when I get in the upper throttle range. Now, there's a few things I could try to do to handle that, and I'm not sure which way is the best way to go, so I'm probably going to work my way through a couple of those methods and see which one yields the best results, recording where I find my best results to be on each one of those passes. The first is a from the ground up PID tune, because then obviously I'm going to end up with the P's, the D's, the I's, and all that stuff where it's supposed to be in regards to this build. The other way would be to, again, start with the Betaflight defaults and start tweaking certain things that I think are going to yield a little bit of difference. For instance, if I'm going to get rid of that trilling, I probably am going to increase the TPA, but the TPA is already up at 0.5, and not that that's too much or anything, but I've just never had to have it up that high to get a clean flying quad. Now, in all this, I'm not getting vibrations, at least not ones that I can visually tell, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't fly with black box, at least not normally. Although if I go out with this quad anymore this week, I may just be flying with black box, just to see what I can make of it. Because again, I can't see these vibrations, but I know you can hear them. So, other than that, these things are definitely strong. They're really clean. As far as, sounding, the bearings sound great on them. The trilling, I feel like I'm getting because these things output more power than maybe some other motors. If I take another set of my 2600 kV motors and throw them on the same exact build, I'm positive I'm not going to get that trilling. So is this to do with the power output? Does that have to do with my ESC? Maybe more to do with the motors themselves? I just don't know. And so, I guess we're going to see where that takes us. But what you're seeing is an update of my platform. Now with the Floss Glide out, it only makes sense to move to the Glide from, the Floss style. The motors that I bought last year with Sumax Innovation because I found them on a deal, but obviously you can't find those anymore, so I'm looking for things to replace the things that I can no longer get. And it looks like these iFlight Xing motors might be a staple, which will be great because then as newer models come out, maybe these go down a couple dollars in price, maybe not, but even if they don't, they're great motors. So they don't seem to be consuming much more power or using too much more amp draw. My flight times did go down by 30 seconds to a minute, but my build prior to this was so efficient that I was getting between 5 and 6 minute flights with my typical flying style, so I don't expect that to hold out for everything or forever. So, really looking forward to getting comfortable with these. They've got really nice pop, they've got a nice upper end, but they've got that nice 2207 predictable throttle band, so thanks for stopping in, guys, and As always, happy crashing.